Hello everybody and welcome to the beginning of something new. Today I'm going to be taking a look at the big FURIA match here at the IEM Rio 2022 Major for Counter-Strike, and I'm going to be highlighting some of the key rounds and impact moments that led to Big's improbable but still impressive comeback victory against the hometown heroes in FURIA. So without further ado, let's hop into one of the rounds I have highlighted for us. This is the 7th round of the game, as you can see at the top, and the score may not look that bad as it's only 4-2, but you can see Big here, they're playing as a terrorist. They're already calling a tactical timeout, and if I look at the scoreboard here, you can see they won the first 2 rounds cleanly, extremely cleanly, not dropping a single person on both, and have lost every round since. So why are they feeling this pressure? FURIA is a CT side, as a CT side, are extremely aggressive, and Big have been playing extremely passive on the T side, allowing FURIA to get this map control. Their thought process is to eliminate the counter-terrorist utility and let them use it all in the beginning, but FURIA is using their utility to get them into better positioning. And so Tabson, the in-game leader over here on the Big side, decides to counteract that. We're going to hit the A ramp fast. And so they expend their utility and all quickly in the beginning. And FURIA has a feeling about this. Their in-game leader, boosts Yuri up over this. Gets an easy kill on someone not suspecting, and it's a 4v5. Rounds already tough right now. Sin, he's going to throw this Molotov right here, try to force them out, but instead it forces them into him, and he takes this 1v1, and it's a 3v5. At that point, the round is pretty close to over, and these 2 ramp players are segregated and forced to push the site, and ideally they think there's only the 2 people over here towards lane, but FURIA had a read on this and decided to stack it with 3 at the beginning, and Drop was able to get a nice clean double kill on the 2 players running up as they weren't expecting him, leaving it all to Searson, and it was a 1v5. And this round definitely provided some of that tilt factor, some of that unhappiness. You know, they call a timeout and they get not a single kill. Look at that. All 5 counter-terrorists live. So, you know, that's gotta have a little bit of a drain on your mental. So the next round I have for us is going to be the 9th round, 6-2. Big were forced to take a eco round after they had lost that buy round, and unfortunately lost that. So now they're set up for their second buy, and we are going to see, it looks like they want to try to hit B ramp quick. So they're going to have Searson set up with the op, and they're going to flash him in and post him up on the angle, but he just misses the timing on Art right there, and it allows Art to get to this position and kill Searson's teammate, who he thought it was clear. Searson, seeing that, panics, and he goes to try to trade, is not ready for Quesarado on top of the wood, gets tagged down to 19 HP, and is forced to fall off the angle. Now, on the other side of the map, Keto has been expending all of his utility, and now that one of his teammates are down, and the strat had to be canceled, he's like, okay, I have to make something happen. So he's creeping around this smoke. He hears the scope on safe above him. He heard the scope. He knows there's an opera here. They've been caught off by that boost before, so he's looking for it. Knows the opera's here. Trying to bait a shot. Unable to respond. Peeks into the op and dies. Now, at that point, Big is kind of screwed. They have no utility, 1 flashbang, and 3 smokes. That's not going to do much whenever you have no map control at all. Art is still down here. And this is another one of those rounds that just you know, provides more tilts. You guys weren't able to get anything done, hardly any damage, and we're just clean swept. So here we have another round from Big. It's looking like they want to do some type of A set piece. Looks like that's the call right off the bat. You have Sin over here throwing some stuff towards mid, but not really truly engaging, and everyone else towards the bottom of this A ramp here looking for fights. A little bit of an exchange of util. Keto knows Art is around here somewhere, but Art gets a better timing, peeks and finishes him off. And this looks, with Safe getting the tag on Searson, it looks like this is another big lost round, but Tabson's impact is unreal for this team. Everything he does, he may not always be the top fragger, but whenever the team needs it, he performs. And it looks like, you know, this is going to be just a clean round for Big. They really needed this round. FURIA has won 10 straight at this point. And they get a little bit lucky with Art missing out on the kill on Crimbo, and Drop missing out on the kill on Crimbo. But the team really needed this round. They really needed this round. It can't be understated how important it is for them, because it truly gives them like a foothold into this game. They feel like they really can do this. So here we have the second half pistol round. It looks Big just won out or lost out towards the end of the second half, or end of the first half. And FURIA is just going to hit A quickly. Now this is quick, clean entry on the Crimbo. And the big rotation comes in, but it's just... As you can see, Tabson's... So this is another round I was wanting to highlight. It's the second half pistol round. FURIA won out at the end of the first half, and they hit A quickly, taking down Crimbo. But as I was saying before, there's this man in the back of the site by the name of Tabson, and his impact cannot be understated. 3 huge kills in the pistol round, and the last T on the site, Safe, is just swarmed and taken out. But Quesarado comes up from the ramp, picks off Tabson, picks up the USP, and disappears. Makes no sound, just waits. Looks for headshots. Big elect to fight. They separate, and it's now 2 1v1s. And he's able to pick them apart clean. And why I highlighted this is because of the tilt factor. Tabson, their leader, got 3, made it into a 2v4, and inevitably lost a 1v3. They are down 13-3, and the mental of this team cannot be in a worse position. Obviously, they're professionals. They're going to want to... They believe that they can still win. They have the utmost faith in themselves, as they should, but they're down by 10 rounds. FURIA's 3 away from winning the whole game. This is the round directly after the pistol round, and I just figured this one was really important, really needed to be showcased here. FURIA grouping up outside of B, throwing a typical util. Sin goes for a peek and he sees 2. That flash peek is huge. They have the info that there's at least 2 rifles. And now that there's been an exchange of util, they can assume that there's more. So they decide to use one of their smokes, smoke them off, and just kill some time. And FURIA has a reputation for being an aggressive team that likes to push through smokes, get in your face. So Big takes a risk here and decides to stack 3 over towards this site, because they have the info that there's multiple here. Another flash peek. Tabsing is close to the smoke, and does a ton of spam damage, taking down Quesarado. And Furia here should have called a cancel or done something different, but opted to just wait for the smokes and re-execute. A little of exchange of weaponry. And this angle is just really unfavorable for the T's, and no one is making any moves forward. Safe is finally aggressing, but Drop is 2 HP in the back, and he's scared to push with him, which leads to a safe 1v3 on the site. Important round win here from the Germans. They really needed this round. It really put some morale, gave them some high morale, you know? Searson taking them down. They really feel like they can at least get some rounds. It won't be such a clean stomp. They'll make the Brazilian crowd at least a little upset. So this is another round I was wanting to take a look at. Big has won a couple straight in a row and forced Furia down to a lower buy with SMGs and a couple of Tech 9s. And Big elected to do a little bit more of a passive setup and tried to re-aggress a little bit later in the round, but Furia has already gotten up to this lane position. Big was not ready for that at all, and they get off to a quick 2-man advantage, which Tabson makes only a 1-man advantage, but still a 4v3. Furia hears the rotates and decides to quickly just run to the B bomb site. Up the stairs. They don't know this, but the site is completely clear. Crimbo is getting in there now, but it's way too late. Safe is already up to this Jin position. Quesarado, the lone AK, is in a really tough position to deal with on that, with that headshot angle. And Big lose another round here. Just as they were going to started to get rolling, they lose to an eco, and that has got to be frustrating for the team. But what do? They just buy right back into it and go for this round. That's all they can do. Speaks to the resilience of this team. So this is another round I was wanting to highlight. It's 15-9. They've traded a couple rounds back and forth. The two teams have, as you can see. I'll let you look at the scoreboard. One here, one there, one here, one there. And Big just won off of a force buy. They had pistols and not much else. They call a timeout here, get their nerves under control, and they're telling each other in this timeout, we got this. Their coach, legendary God B, and their in-game leader Tabson are working together, getting the team, woosah, calm down, we've got this. This is our game. Furia elects to do some aggression out mid, and they are met here. Oh. Searson is here to bat them away. Art really wants this mid control, but it seems that they're going to back off of it. Slow it down. They're being pushed back by util everywhere they go. Big is starting to control the game, control the pace. This is an important momentum shift in the game. Drop takes down Searson in mid after some aggression. And Keto's holding a strange angle. Oh, gets a flash. It's strictly for information. He's gonna look for any people and try to get away. But he wants to take this fight. They clear the ramp and see that they're headed towards B. Has to be B. There's 30 seconds left and the ramp is clear, completely clear. Crimbo gets one through the smoke. Furia is running out of time. This isn't used like them. That's how you can tell Big is starting to get into this game. Furia's not playing how they normally do. Keto with the flank denies the plant. That's the end of the round right there. Tabson comes in for the kill, takes the op. Furia's money is broken. This is the round where Big knew that they could win the game. FURIA is on eco. It's 15-11. If they win that next buy round, it's 15-12. And what do you know? They win the next buy round. So this is one of the final rounds of regulation that I wanted to highlight. Okay, FURIA is here on it's a full buy, but there's a Galil on art. Everyone has all their names that they need, and it's looking like another A set piece. Art gets into construction fast, and Yuri walks right through the smoke into his death. A little bit too quick here. Big is ready for this. Art gets mollied out here. Ketos gets a free kill, spams the smoke, gets another one. He gets 4 kills. Done. The buy round is over. Furia's buy round, the last buy round in regulation, done. Now they're able to buy again here, try to win before overtime, and they call their third timeout. So this is the final round of regulation. I wanted to cover this just to show you just how good they were snowballing into overtime. Big was. Keto full confidence. Runs all the way to sandbags. He's ready. Furious just doing a little bit of a default. Art's over here with the bomb. It looks like they want to try to end B. They're not exactly sure yet. Art's bringing the bomb back over. A little bit of exchange of util. Yuri down to 65. Sin takes drop down over here at the ramp. Quesarado's looking for one. Keto peeks the ramp and takes down Safe and Yuri. Look at that. Not a single body drop. Big is flying into this overtime. They throw some nades and regress, but Quesarado wants no part of that. He dumps his utility and backs off to the site. Big, after exhausting that utility, decide to come back over to the A ramp. Now the reason why I wanted to highlight this round in particular is because Sin, the young player who's been standing in from them from Big Academy, has been struggling this game, particularly on the CT side. Now he gets past them, he gets the first entry and the second one. He gets both of them and takes down drop here. Gets 3 on the entry. Huge. Huge. This round guarantees them match point, and well, I mean, the crowd is silenced. They're rolling. They're stunning Brazil here after being down 15-9, even 13-3 at one point. And there have only been 8 T rounds total, including this one so far. And Big just won one to guarantee match point. Now this is another round that I was wanting to highlight. It's the final round of the game. There's nothing super special about this round, but I just wanted to watch it from Sin's perspective, just to show you again the type of impact he had to close out this game. After struggling all game, he comes alive at the end to take it home, stun the crowd, stun the favorites. They get beat by some util here, but luckily Keto goes 1 for 1. His impact in this game has been tremendous as well. Look at this flank. All Tabson has to do is wait. Sin gets the first. They know Safe is around here with the op somewhere. They don't know exactly where, but they heard the scope at some point. Takes down Crimbo. Sin with the headshot takes him down. 2v1. Quesarado is capable of winning these, but Big has definitely the advantage here. And they're just going to group up, stay together, play the trade game. It's the best way you can play a 2v1. Sin is hungry, though. He knows. So they decide to swing on the defuse. Sin takes him down. 6 kills and 2 rounds to secure the game for the young kid. So as I was saying, I just wanted to take some time to highlight this game to show Big's Brazilian resilience. They came into this tournament not looking their best, playing with the stand-in and a young player, and not knowing. The consensus is we're not sure exactly what this team is gonna look like. But they came in, took a beating, but were able to come back and finish strong. All thanks to Tabson, thanks to Sin at the end, thanks to Gabi, their coach. They couldn't do it without them. And I want to thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, all of that. Thank you guys so much for watching this video.